Oh, Charlton. Like a band. Charlton's. Dara Ryan, what he said, okay. Dara Ryan, Charlton is the last act of the night, guys. You've been great so far, by the way. Thanks for being on Tuesday Night Sport Night Comedy. Really appreciate the fact that you guys came. There would be no show without you guys. So please, for the last of the night, start clapping. Go on!
I used to just do one-liners. Now I only do two-liners. Which is pretty annoying if I haven't got to the punchline by the second line. I'm really kind of restricting myself with that two-liner. I once saw a woman turn into two men. I was walking behind her in the corridor and she went into this cupboard at the end of the corridor and she shut the doors behind her. And 1 minute later, two men walked out of the same cupboard. I was like, which one of you is Sandra? It later turned out that was the first time I saw a lift. Yeah. I think I probably spend too much time on Facebook, I think. Like sometimes I'd be at home on like a Monday evening, there's not much going on, and like I stumble across someone I don't know, like a friend of a friend. And I kind of get too competitive, like I maybe start to compare them and me, like look through their 3 most recent profile pictures, see how many likes there is, see how many I have on my 3 most recent ones. And sometimes I win. I get like an ego boost, and like it's kind of a hollow one, but I still get it. But sometimes this habit really backfires. Like you stumble across like the coolest guy in the world. Every one of his pictures has like 60, 70 likes. Like he looks like a Greek god in every picture. He's doing like good acts at the same time. Like, oh, great, he's canoeing through the Alps. Like 70 likes. Ah, fantastic. He's feeding the fucking homeless. Like 78 likes. Oh, sweet. He's carrying a sheep across a raging river to its flock on the far bank. Like 112 likes. How come no one ever puts up a profile picture of them? Like alone, their face lit up by the halogen glow of the laptop screen, staring enviously at someone else's profile pictures. It's reality, like, sometimes. Fish. That's like a seamless link there between the two jokes. People say fish have a really hard life. Like, few people say that. I don't think that's true. Like, I think they have a ground. Like, organised crime just doesn't exist for fish. Picture the scene, like a beefed up haddock is trying to shake down a place. It's like, hey, Tony the place. You better give me the 40G by next Tuesday. Or you're going to be sleeping with the fishes. Shall be doing that anyway. Thanks. Bye now. Just wouldn't work. Like the threats and stuff. I'm single at the moment. I'd probably prefer to be in like a good relationship. I just put in probably to make myself seem more laid back. I take out probably, it's still true. But sometimes like it could be difficult to talk to a girl that you might like. Like you do what everyone tells you, all this advice like be natural, be unforced, be like cool, be yourself, be chill, be cool. So you like walk over, you're like, hey. If having nice eyes was a race, you would have won. Your cheekbones are so high, I wonder if Mount Everest really is the highest mountain in the world. You're just being natural or whatever. It's like, where are you going wrong? This question. I went to an auction with one of my really old French friends like the other day, and we were both bidding on this really cool painting. And we both really wanted the painting. But then my really old French friend, he got a bit fed up with the situation and he decided to leave. And as he was leaving, he said goodbye in his old French way. He was like, I will bid you adieu. And I really wanted the painting. And I kind of misunderstood what he said. I was like, I will bid you 2 Jews. And that didn't go down really well. It was kind of offensive as well. It wasn't great. Didn't get the painting either. I had my driving test was coming up there. Was coming up. And like a couple of days before my driving test, I came into my house, went upstairs to my sister's room. I was like, hey Emer, I'm quietly confident about this driving test. And she's like, Dara, I don't think you can come up to someone and begin a conversation by telling them how you're quietly confident at succeeding at something, which is true. And I also failed the test that time as well, so it wasn't great. Then I walked downstairs after I said that to my sister, and my little sister's French exchange, she was in the house. She'd just come over from France, she just flew over, so she was a bit jet lagged, a bit tired. And I think the French word for tired is fatigue. I think it's like similar to the word fatigue in English. And she yawned. And she's like, oh, fatigue. And I was walking through the kitchen, I was like, what you call me? And she hasn't yawned in my company since. I don't know. Also, like, yeah, it's pretty good. There's a good few people in my house, like my sister, French exchange, etc. Because I hardly ever see one of my friends these days. Like my friend, the R&B star Craig David. I hardly ever see him. Like, he's busy nearly every day of the week. Like, I ring him up on a Monday. I'm like, hey Craig, Star, do you want to do something today? He's like, I met this girl 'cause it's Monday. I was like, alright, I'll leave you to it, Craig. Like, have fun. Like, next day I rang him as well. I was like, hey Craig, like, I'm not doing much. Do you want to hang out? Whatever. And he's like, I'm taking her for a drink 'cause it's Tuesday. I was like, alright, like, I'll see you. Like, have fun. And he didn't even answer his phone Wednesday, Thursday, Friday or Saturday. I hardly ever see him. Sorry, that's like a reference to a song, so hopefully most people have heard the song. Yeah. I was cycling with my friend Daniel back from my friend Chris's house one night a while ago, and I started to get really aroused. And Daniel's actually here. This is the first he's heard of it. It's kind of awkward. I better explain myself now. So I started to get like real aroused. I was just real aroused. I was trying to figure out why I was aroused because I'm straight, and Daniel, somewhat unsurprisingly, given his name, is a male man. Oh no, he doesn't do a he's like male. He's a man. So I was like, why am I aroused right now? And I realised I was getting aroused because of our destination, where we were cycling to. But I live at home, my family, so thankfully it wasn't that. So I was still trying to think, why am I aroused? I looked over at Daniel, and the moon shone down on a lock of his hair that fell over his eye. And I just realised we were cycling two abreast. Yeah, that's me done. Now, oh yeah, one question for the English guy. You know, like English slang, like London slang, is kind of like negative adjectives would be like positive, like that party was ill, man. That was sick. That cool thing that happened was sick. Is that true? Yeah. Yeah. So do you ever get confused? Like, say you do like a community policing thing, and you're trying to connect with the young people, and some kid comes up to you. He's like, "My nan is ill, man." You're like, "Yay!" He's like, "No." Does that ever happen? Like confusions with that? Yeah, that's good. Alright, cool. Thanks, yeah. That's brilliant. Woo! Yeah!